Yo, 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 what up? We're here today with Ryan Winn,
Yo.
How are ya?
owner of WinningHouse Productions, right?
Yeah.
Yup. Finalist of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, a visionary, videographer, actor, hockey player, and arguably the best cameraman on skates in America.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
It's a fitting
I never
intro.
thought about it like that.
Yeah, you had mentioned something along those lines, and I was like, oh, that's a good tagline.
I do like I like filming on rollerblades. So but I never really thought about I could be up there. You know?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people film on rollerblades.
They don't, man. When
Yeah.
you said it, I was like, oh, I got a homie, Bryn, who does it. And then I found out you played college hockey. I was like, okay, I think you got Bryn beat. I think you got him on this one.
Damn, that was cool.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate the intro.
Yeah, definitely.
What's up, dude? I'm so happy to be here. This also is like, what a setup. This is nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. We, I don't know. We just kind of threw whatever we had together. Last week we broke a camera right before we filmed, so we switched some of the cameras and just kind of figuring it out as we go. But
Still
seeing
trying
where
to
we can
figure
bring
out
some
audio.
value. Yeah.
I feel like it sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like, I am gonna be thinking about this mic though. I'm like constantly worried because I want to look at you and then I'm like, all right, am I still?
You're good, bro.
Nah,
if we
yeah,
need to
you're
raise
good.
your levels or
Okay,
anything at
solid.
all, we can
We're
do so
solid.
post. So here's what we do in the beginning. You wrote your questions or you have your questions.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a card. Whoever picks the biggest card gets to ask their questions first. And then, whoever has the second highest card asks their questions next.
Okay.
It's just kind of a rapid answer. So as fast as you can answer the question and with as few words as possible.
Okay.
Cool. So you can pick a card.
Damn, I'm a little nervous right now.
You should be. You should be so nervous.
Oh my God, is ace high or low?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh shit.
You got an ace?
I don't know.
I'm going to just throw you a card, Max.
Or just just set it. Or
I got
something.
you.
Oh, come on, bro. That's a.
So I got.
That was a good throw, bro.
So if I go first, I have to ask like 3 questions rapid fire.
3. So one question, me and whoever's lowest will answer first, and then the other person will answer.
Okay.
So yeah.
I heard.
So sounds like we're gonna be answering questions, Max.
Yeah.
But all right.
You got yours?
What
Yep.
the fuck?
3, 2, 1. Show him the
yeah.
camera.
Wow.
Yeah, Max is the lowest. He's got to
A
answer
fucking
first.
4? All right.
Okay, I got to think 3 questions. Let me get them dialed here. Okay. Wow. Like how deep? How deep?
It doesn't have to be deep at all.
Doesn't have to be deep. Okay.
No, it can be. It doesn't have to.
All
be.
right.
Just anything.
First question. If money didn't matter at all, what are you doing every day?
I go first?
Yeah.
Literally just making music, man. Like,
So like what
I'm
you're
just
doing?
Yeah, what I'm doing. Just trying to reach more people, make music.
Yeah. If money doesn't matter, I'm gonna have an outdoor studio set up, and I'm gonna make music outside, butt naked.
Butt naked.
Butt naked. Okay. Follow-up question. How much does money matter?
I think it matters, but it depends what we're talking about. If we're talking about like, I always say like, don't follow the money if it's like. Sorry, it's supposed to be quick.
Yeah, I was about to say quick answers, Maxie.
Oh shit. Well, I kind of asked questions that weren't like.
We'll
really
get
quick.
into
We'll
the
get more
deeper
into
side of
it.
it.
Don't follow the money if it's like steering you away from what you love to do.
Yeah. I've been around people who are miserable and filthy rich and people who are dirt poor and happy. I've been happy when I've been the brokest, and I've been happy when I've been doing well. So I think it matters in the sense of like, it's good to have your basic needs met. As long as that's done and you're doing what you love, that's all that matters.
Heard. Okay. Less deep question. What's your like worst guilty pleasure?
A worst guilty pleasure?
Like smoking too much weed, eating barbecue.
I think just drinking, man. Sometimes I'll just have a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need better sleep.
Yeah. Smoking weed is probably one, but I'll say the worst one that I have, which I've cut out recently. But, bro, I used to just like, I would get a jar of peanut butter and a jar of maple syrup.
Yeah.
And I'd eat like 2/3 of the peanut butter, just pouring maple syrup in it, mixing that shit up and eating it by the
No
spoonful.
way.
Yeah. It probably like almost gave me diabetes, but
I'm not going to lie. I feel like that's gross, bro.
no, it's fucking delicious, bro. It's
Really?
like, it's like the best. Have you ever had
Like, I
pancakes?
love
You ever had
peanut butter.
pancakes with peanut butter on them?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I used to do like waffles, and then I'd do the peanut butter,
Yeah,
and you'd
bro.
like put it in like the little
Little-
waffle
yeah,
crevices.
bro. Yeah.
And
No
then you do the
shit.
syrup on top.
Yep. So I'm just cutting out the middleman with that shit. I'm
Yeah.
getting straight to the
You're cutting out the carbs, really.
Yeah.
Now you just got you got
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
fat and the protein, and you cut out the
just
carbs.
straight fucking maple.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna ask my questions next. All right, one thing artists can do to make their content better.
Do I answer first?
I think
You can.
You can.
You go
You
first?
can.
Not think about it, just post. Yeah. That's like as quick as an answer I could give. The
Yep.
superpower is not overthinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxi.
Document.
Cool. Wait, one thing. Yeah, cool. Biggest misconception about creating content.
That that every piece of content's like life or death. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I even work for companies and artists and whatever, where it's like, oh, this didn't do well. It's like, yeah, that's not the point.
Right.
It's like not every piece of content is designed to go viral.
Right.
That's a misconception.
Right.
Actually, like if 1 in every 20 things you post goes crazy viral, dude, you're hitting a
it.
home
Yeah.
run, Yeah, that's heavy. And that's
Yeah.
why a lot of people don't last.
Right.
Because it's just like, oh, this didn't do good, and then you start overthinking.
Right.
after the first
They're
thing.
on that dopamine feedback where they need like
100%.
Yeah.
Lived that for sure too. We can get into later, but
Cool. Yeah. TikTok.
trying to think.
TikTok a bit. Yeah.
Biggest misconception?
Yeah. Got to be quick, bro.
I think
Quick
that
feet.
like I don't know, maybe from like artists starting out, they see artists who do post content and think that they want to post like as much content as they do. I would say that's a misconception. It's kind of a shitty answer, but at the same time, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
I like that actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw mine in there just while it's fresh in my mind because I just thought about it. But a lot of artists think that they're interesting just because they're them, and you're not, bro. Like find a way to like connect with people. People don't just think you're cool just because you're you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Shit, dude. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm like, this could go into so many different like lines of conversation.
Right?
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
What is your first step when you get a vision for something? And vision is in quotations, could be a feeling, could just be whatever. But what is your first step when you get that feeling?
It's gonna sound transactional at the beginning, but selling, and what I mean by that is helping everybody else get on the same page, like creating believers, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? If you have a vision, your vision is only as powerful as the people around you that are bought in to make that vision come true.
100%.
So your first step, if you have something that like is gonna pop off, or like or just like you can feel it in your gut, like this is gonna be cool, even if it doesn't pop off. It's gonna suck if nobody else sees it or feels it.
Right.
So you got to make sure that everybody else feels what you're feeling.
Yep.
And that communication's like that's key. I mean, that's all like if you miss that step, it's hard.
Yeah,
Right?
and sometimes it is so hard with these answers because I just want to add this. Sometimes that selling process is a years-long process. Sometimes
yeah.
it's not instantaneous or like, next week I'm going to have people believing in this shit. Sometimes
for
it might
sure.
be 3 years.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you're just waiting for the right time, right
Yeah,
place,
right
and the right
people.
conversation. And
Yep.
like maybe it's got to sit with someone for a bit, or they're not in the right stage of their life.
Or they
whatever
got
the
to
hell
see
it
a
is.
little bit of proof or whatever it may be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max?
I'm going to go a little more basic and like right off rip of an idea, write it down. Like sometimes we just don't write our ideas down and they just go to nothing. You know what I mean? And you don't do anything about it. So write the idea down.
Yeah, act
like
on
that.
it.
Act on
But
it.
they said Michael Jackson used to hit up his audio engineer at like 4 a.m. and be like, we got to get in the studio. And the audio engineer was like, can't we do it tomorrow? And he'd be like, if we don't do it right now, Prince will have the idea.
Yeah. Damn.
I like the concept that like ideas aren't ours to own, but like they almost like choose us as a vessel of some
Yeah.
sort to like express it. And if we don't express it, then it's going to find a way to be expressed.
Yeah. It's like plucked.
It's kind of like an emotion in a way. Like if you suppress an emotion, somehow that shit's going to come out
Yeah.
along the lines. Yeah.
I like that. Wow, you're a vessel. Yeah, it's just like you're kind of like key into that frequency. Of that
Exactly.
vibration.
Like
And then-
your life, like how you build up or whatever. You've tuned yourself to be able to be a vessel for certain ideas,
Sure.
and those ideas come to you, and it's now your job to bring that into the world. And if you don't, hopefully someone else will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What can an artist do to make a videographer's life easier when shooting content?
Help carry equipment.
Yeah. I mean, on the free media day, Blaine was huge. I mean, that's out of context, but yeah, he stayed the whole day and helped like do lights and everything. That was sick. Trust them. you're hiring them for a reason. Ideally, you know what I mean? Like if you're hiring someone to point and shoot and you're not really taking their creative insight into account, like that's one thing.
Yeah.
And maybe then you don't trust them as much because you don't trust their creative vision, and that's okay. But like they're not meant to like, make your life harder. I feel like I talked to so many fucking people. Like even, dude, we just did a redesign. I won't talk about like what company it was, but Roddy was doing a redesign for a company.
Shout out Roddy.
Roddy, dude, he's a fucking beast. Swiss Army knife. My whole team's, shout out my whole team. They're amazing. But he was doing a redesign, and the guy was like, kind of not answering, and then this, and then he's like, well, we got all these options, and it's confusing, and people on the team are disagreeing, and this and that. And I'm like, dude, we're here to make your job easier. At the end of the day, if you want something that we're not giving you, just tell us and we'll do it.
Right.
We're gonna tell you what we think is best creatively, for sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you're the boss, you're hiring us. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like if you trusted us, it'd probably go a lot smoother.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to add one more little
go ahead.
thing is like whatever stage you're at in your career, if you like, this is going to the artist, if you don't have that much money, whatever it is, if you find a videographer that's willing to work with you, be willing to work with them. If you don't have money to pay them, pay for lunch. If you like, just appreciate people's time.
Yeah. You can value people's time in more ways than paying them money.
Yeah.
For sure.
And obviously, money, like in this economy, come on. But like, if you can't afford to pay them what they're worth, like at least take care of them and where you can.
I mean, yeah, I get more to say on that, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you see content going in the next 5 years? People always talk about where do you see music going in the next 5 years? How about content?
Mm-hmm. Well, AI is going to go stupid, right? Like there's about to be hundreds of thousands of more pieces of content. I really like the idea that Vine is coming back with Divine, which is going to be 100% human made. I think that like AI content's funny and it's interesting, some of it, like it's hilarious, some of it. But I think that I think we're going into like a physical digital content space to where like documentation will be important, but showing like experiences. And I think that's kind of what we leaned into with like Recess and shit, but just like making people feel the real world, even if they're not there physically.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty good answer. I don't have much to add there. Yeah, I think eventually AI is going to get so easy to use that it's going to become, it's like anything when there's excess or it's that easily accessible, it's not special. So anything overproduced or perfect that is generated by AI will eventually become valuable. That's my hopeful prediction, considering what I do for a living. But the human-made storytelling and authenticity, like that is I think the value is going to rise dramatically there. In that sense, it's like it's not really a skill set. It's like kind of that Rick Rubin-esque, like you don't need
vibe production.
You don't need to even know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, do you get what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Does it evoke an emotion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it make your heart go?
Yeah.
Flutter a little bit.
This one's a broader one, but
it's question 4, ain't it?
This is
Just
3.
racking them up.
This is 3. What is the most important aspect of a shoot environment? It's broad, but
I think it comes down to like comfortability. The best art is made when people can be vulnerable and try things. Mm-hmm. And so I think like having that comfort and communication.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the same thing. I think good energy. And I think like even there are definitely I mean, we have artists in that I feel like are uncomfortable in front of a camera almost. Like they haven't filmed a ton of content or whatever it is. And I feel like our studio is like very open door. Like we'll just have like random people that are like watching recordings happening that they've met that day. And I think that's almost good. It's good. It's hard at the beginning maybe because you're like, whoa, like I don't even know these people that are watching me.
Trying to break the ice, yeah.
But it's like it's almost like that safe place of like vulnerability of like, yo, we're all trying to create something cool here. So let down your walls.
It's
like,
so hard though.
If you embarrass yourself, great. That's what we're here for. Like that's celebrated. You know what I mean? So I mean, transparency and vulnerability. That's but like the vibes in the room they create that. You know? And that's
well,
it's
and
really
a lot of that is like for like a lot of that is, especially when working with new people who aren't as comfortable behind, like in front of the camera, a lot of that comes down to the people who are operating behind the camera and like the direction you give, but also the like kind of easy going, you know, if someone's behind the camera and they're like, all right, come on, man. You know what I mean? Then you're like, you, as the artist or whoever in front of the camera, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm fucking up.
Which the people behind, I mean, you have to, people behind the camera, that's, I mean, I don't know what, you know, good videographer or bad videographer, it's like, you know, it's subjective. It's all what you like working with. But yeah, for me, I mean, there's nothing positive that comes out of that. You know, being like, if you get to a point where like, it's like, hey man, look, let's get it together. Like, let's get this take. It's like, you're either, you resent working, like doing what you're doing right now. Or you're not charging enough for your time, or like there's something that's deeper.
You're treating it like a job you hate.
100%. It's like, dude, you're filming stuff. Jesus Christ. Like this is a lot of people's dreams. You know what I mean? And
you're capturing people's dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're doing what's a lot of people's dreams, and you're also capturing what other people's dreams are too. Yeah,
you get to help create those. Like or help people build towards them. Yeah. And I think that's, if you're not doing that, like I feel like I'm getting super philosophical, like very early. I don't know how early we are in the podcast.
Fine.
Good.
It's fine.
But
go deep on them.
I mean, it's like if there's a point to life, it's like community, connection, love. So if you know you have all these materialistic goals or these goals to reach more people, but like what's the point of reaching more people? Is it to be financially free, to be able to fund yourself as a musician? Sure, but like underlying, don't you just want to communicate to people?
Right.
Yeah. So
Connect.
like isn't that really what it's all about? So like if you're in a community and you're living and you're eating and you're drinking enough water, like you're good, you're surviving, you're sleeping in a bed every night, and you're around people that love creating stuff, and you're excited to go in every day. Isn't that the fucking dream?
That is the dream.
You know what I mean? Couldn't you live in? I could live in a fucking paper box. If I can wake up and go into that every day. You know?
Facts. I think that's often forgotten, that like the whole process is the dream. Like the times where like you're struggling with your best friends and trying to figure it out and shit like that. It's like as you reach more success, you look back at those times and you're like, and that was beautiful. Yeah. That was like one of my favorite times in life and shit. So, yeah.
But we don't even get to, and we don't
absorb it. Yeah. I was just telling Max, like, there's these moments in life, and I'm sure he knows this too, but, you know, me and Max have like little bro, big bro relationship. So sometimes I think I'm wise or some shit. But I was like, bro, there's these times in life where like it feels eternal. The moments feel so special, and the people you feel connected with, it feels like it's forever. And however long you think that's going to last, it's not going to. And you have to take the time to be present in those moments, and because those become the essence of who we are. And like, if you don't take the time to be present in those, well, I'm not even going to focus on the negative of that. If you take the time to be present in those, that energy in some ways lives with...
Sorry.
No, you're good, bro. Sorry. I know that the arm is crazy there.
I like sinks a little bit. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah.
That energy becomes like, it lives with you forever, and you bring those aspects into like your future and the projects you work on, or just how you are with people. Yeah. And that it's just so important to take time to like marinate in the space that you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like almost impossible to do. I mean, that's how we are. That's how we've been trained. It's like, what's the next thing?
Yeah. Optimize.
Yeah. It's really difficult.
Especially when you're starting out, like it's very hard to understand. Like you're shooting for something, you're shooting for this vision, and you don't even have like a crystal clear vision of the dream. Yeah. But like you're shooting for something, but in all reality, you're not really shooting for anything, because the whole process towards the thing is the thing you were searching for. Yeah. Yeah. So, but when you're starting out, it's almost impossible to see. So just a little tip, I think it will get a lot clearer if you just stay in the game for a little bit longer.
Yeah, get the reps in.
I mean, that's like the misconception, back to one of the questions, like the misconception about creating or posting content or all of it together, is that there is no, like, and people think, oh, well, don't, like you hear all the time, like don't like attach yourself to outcome, you know? And it's like, that's, easier said than done. But
Yes, it is.
But in our minds, we have places where we're like, okay, well, if I can get this much a month, or I can get this many streams, or I can get to this, we do that, like
Right.
subconsciously, right? But then you get there, like even with building out the studio, right? It's like, I'm so proud of that space, and like I can't even begin to like take credit. Like there's so many universal. We were talking even before the podcast, like all the things that had to come together for that, like the space to come together,
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, once we build out this space, like that, wow, that's like,
That's
it. Set.
That's
Yeah.
it, and then like now it's like you're sitting here, even today, like right now, and I'm like, yeah, it could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
It could all be, it's like there's absolutely nothing permanent. It could be, that's a better case than being an artist. I mean, that like you're an artist and it's like something pops off. It's like, that's great. You're getting a fucking million streams. It's like, and then the next day, no one cares.
Right.
Might care. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Like you're only as good as your last release. Really.
That's it. And there's nothing permanent about it. I mean, you can get to that outcome that you thought, and then you're going to still feel the exact same way you feel right now.
Yeah, if you don't understand what's driving you towards that, then like it doesn't matter. You're gonna get the money or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and there's that hole's still gonna be there.
And it's like, and we can talk about it too, but it's like until you experience it, like if someone's listening to this podcast and then they're on their own journey, and like maybe they hit one of those outcomes that they really attach themselves to, and then maybe a year from now they will realize like, oh yeah, I don't actually, this means almost nothing. I'm in the same exact spot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it allows you to fall more in love with the process though, because because outcome means so little.
Yeah. True. It comes back down to that connection and community. It's like if the outcome is that, then it's fulfilling. But if it's not like lending towards those deeper things that actually make us feel purpose in life, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I want to bring up a topic that I kind of thought about while we were talking about like, how can an artist appreciate a videographer and stuff. I wanted to say that like one thing I really love about being on set or working with a few people to bring like a visual to life is it reminds me a lot of like playing sports. To where it's like everyone has a role, everyone is just as important. Like if that person that comes off the bench to, play defensive end on a big third down doesn't do their job, then it fucks the game up.
Yeah.
Same thing as like the person holding the light or like playback or whatever it is. Like every person's role is important, and you have to have that like teamwork and communication.
Yeah.
And I realized while we were talking, like it really makes me feel like I'm playing a sport again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that team environment.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like the Jared Benjamin cut that we did the one take.
That shit was crazy.
Dude, there were so many things involved. And yeah, I mean, one light doesn't go right, or like the lighting gets changed at the wrong time, or, the whole shot. Is ruined.
People bump into each other or some shit.
For sure. Yeah. And I mean, that's what's fun about it, and also tough about it sometimes, because like, it's still, I mean, that's the same thing that's like tough about it. You fight. I mean, like if you're on a team, and not in a bad way, but it's like you all want the same things.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and that's why being on set or like being part of a creative team, it's a family, because it's the best and the worst.
Yeah.
And it's like just
Facts.
and loving someone for the best and the worst. That
And everybody, if it's something everyone believes in, they're passionate about it. And sometimes that passion comes out, like if there's frustrations and stuff, and you have to be able to work through that shit.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
What did you have? You said something, the other question, I thought it was very interesting. What was it?
What's your first step when you get a vision for something? Biggest misconception about creating content? One thing artists can do to make their content better.
Yeah, let's dive into that. Like, if I'm releasing a song, like what do you think is the best way to go about the content strategy for like a song specifically?
Oof. Yeah. That's a big question.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
It's different from artist to artist. I was going to say there's no like wrong way to go about a release or content posting strategy. I think like for a lot of people, it's like throwing stuff at walls until you find something that works, and that's a repeatable process. Sadly, social media it's the algorithms of like what we live on.
Yeah.
It's like it actually, variety, creativity, artistry, it's not rewarded on these platforms. So That's why it's like, don't overthink it. And then when you find something that works, and this is like kind of not answering your question, but I'll come back to it. When you find something that works, repeat it. And it's like, and like the misconception too is that it's a fucking job. It's like you think, like you see influencers that are doing, you know, hundreds of thousands of millions of views, and like it's like, oh my god, well, they're so lucky. It's like, dude, they're working.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy, you know, and especially being a musician. You now have another job. Your job's being a musician, and now you have another job, which is running your own social media, because you almost can't be a musician without blowing up on, you know, what is it, like 85% of the Billboard charts right now? They blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right now.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
It's nuts. But yeah, release. For someone who's just starting, like trying to figure out what a good release strategy is, I would say anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything is better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a fitness, or I was saying, I think I said this on the episode with Tim. It's like, or maybe it was before that. It's like, it's kind of like a diet or an exercise plan. Like the best one is the one you'll do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like something that you're going to stay consistent with. So and that's another thing that Tim has taught me a lot. It's like crawl, walk, run. Like don't overload yourself. Oh, I'm going to post 2 times a day. It's like, well, okay, hold on. Let's start posting 3 times a week. And if you can do that consistently, then you can maybe go up to 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And then once you can do that consistently, then like, but if you're going to say, oh, I'm going to post 2 times a day, it's like, do you know how much content that is? Do you know how
It's so
long it
much.
takes for you to film it? So yeah, I mean, for a content release, I mean, we're working with a bunch of musicians. It's like we do a lot of bulk filming, vertical bulk filming. That's essentially like the hooks of the songs, you know, creating intrigue. You have like the Snapchat, like what is he even doing? Like those like hooks to get people involved. Or have you ever do you see the Pancake Lady? You ever seen this lady? That's
She's my Judy.
She's
my favorite, bro.
Dude, she's like
I'm not hip.
I love
gotta get
Judy.
hip to
dude,
this.
she is the
She's the
queen
best.
of hooks. She's the queen of hooks.
Yeah.
It's like you might have seen the video. It's like don't look at her. She's gonna try and sell you pancakes, and then they like pan, and then she's in the back of the car all of a sudden.
I haven't seen it.
Fucking
dude, it's
I'm gonna have to
incredible.
It's
peep
great.
Judy.
So
Yeah,
like,
she's
I mean,
great.
you can do all those, you know, little like
Yeah.
mechanisms, obviously, to get people to buy in or just watch your video. I mean, the first 3 seconds is super important. Like you can get into all this back end of like, yeah, your 3-second hook needs to be super important. You can see actually in your analytics on Instagram where people are falling off your video, and you can determine like what is strong and what's not strong about your video just based off of the watch time. Right? Like if people are falling off before the first 3 seconds, your hook's not strong enough. If people are falling off about halfway through, maybe it wasn't a strong piece of content overall. Right? If there's no watching at all, it's just a shit piece of content. But like you can see based on like where the drop off goes, like where your strong points are. You can get super analytical with that stuff. But a lot of times, especially with artists that are artists, I wouldn't even like urge them to look into it, because the most important thing is creating authentic to yourself, because that's the only thing that is going to create long-term brand longevity, really, but also like that will keep it fun. Because the hardest part, you can pop off for a year. You can do everything right. You can study every algorithm. You can start to do all the analytics. You can just key in on every single thing to optimize, and you can do it for a year. But if you're burnt out after that year and you can't do it, then it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So would you rather scale like this, or would you rather scale like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you burn out after a year.
There's a lot of crashes there.
For sure. It's like, so, yeah, I mean, that's what I'd urge. I mean, I experienced it. Like when I started on TikTok, I was doing something completely different from what I'm doing now. And then I just stopped posting because I was like, I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I still like my TikTok. I have a following of people that do not care about what I do, because when I did that on TikTok, it's not what I'm doing now. It's not being creative. It's not being...
Yeah. And there's, that happens so much with artists. Like they'll find something, or like, oh, my cooking vlog works, or this works, or this works. And then they get a lot of people who will never like their music.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool if you do just want to build the extra stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if you really want to hone in on music and you want people to like your music, build your content around your music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think you should show personality. There should be behind the scenes stuff. Things like that are awesome. But if you're not building a fan base, like an audience, you could get 1 million views, but if that audience doesn't translate to your music, then does it really matter?
Sure.
Like, unless you just want to be an influencer, and there's no diss to that.
No, yeah.
But,
no, if there's no conversion.
Right.
But, and then that's like the easiest way. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking way too much.
Dude,
No,
you're
you're
good.
not.
That's why we
You're
got you on the damn podcast.
Like, I think part of that part of that too is like, it's like you go back to the roots. It's like if you're not converting, okay, why? If the music you're making isn't core or essential to like your life or the life that you're living, or the life that you want to live, then why are you making that music?
Right.
And so it's like I think it all comes back to like, well, why?
That's authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity. And it's like if you're disconnected in some of those realms, you can make a career. You could become super famous, and you can do that without being authentic. You absolutely can do that. The question is, do you want to?
Yeah.
So, and how hard are you willing to work? That's hard.
Yeah.
To fake your entire life.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you're not being authentic, you're going to create a character, and you're going to have to play that character for the next 20 or 30 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Some people love doing.
I want to add a little nuance here because I think that could, like what we're saying now could cause an artist who's just starting to make content to not make content because they're like, this isn't authentic. I don't get in front of the camera. And it's like, I do think there's kind of like a little bit you have to work through to get to the point where you can start to feel authentic with it. You know? So I think there's a challenge there because it's like, well, you don't want to be something inauthentic knowingly when you're making the content. But naturally, when you first start putting the camera on and shit, there's this kind of like filter you put on. And it's like, I don't know. I listen back to like content I had and shit when I'm talking. I'm like, I don't even talk like that. Like, why am I talking like that?
Yeah. I mean, shit.
It's tough.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like there's that transition of like, you just kind of got to try it at first and it might feel inauthentic, but as long as you like are working towards feeling more authentic on it, you'll find your way with it.
Yeah. How I like try and pitch, or how I'll try and like, I always like to say, reformat how you're thinking about something. And it's like, it's okay. If we were just hanging out and we were whatever, drinking beers or drinking coffee, we would have this conversation regardless. I
Yes.
think. You know what I mean? Like we were chopping it up for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
before
we
the
were like,
podcast.
damn, that was a podcast.
Right? Yeah. It's like, well, damn, roll the cameras, you know?
Yeah.
But we do that anyway. And so it's like, it's really just, okay, so a camera's a window. That's all it is. It's a window. And you're not, don't perform for the camera. Just, that's why I always like go back to, it's like here.
Yeah.
It's here, out.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they take from the external, and then that determines how they will go on camera or perform or whatever it is. And it's like, if it's here, out, and that's what I mean, like, don't overthink it, whatever. It's like, did you feel good about that? If you felt good about that,
that's all that matters.
Post it.
Yeah.
If you think that's cool, post it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It could get 3 likes.
Right. But those 3 people will connect with you because of who you are.
Because yeah. And it's
facts.
And it's like, that's why it's and it's so hard, but it's so easy. It's just allowing yourself to be you.
Yeah.
Just like you allow yourself to be you in a normal everyday conversation. Allow yourself to be you through the window.
Yeah.
You know? And like if just that camera setup like makes you feel uncomfortable, then do it again and again and again and again and again and again, and then eventually
that's the most important
It's just
part.
like when you record your vocals for the first time. That shit sounds weird. You're like, oh, do I even talk like that? So I want to say one more thing, and then I'd like to get into like some technical aspects that some of the listeners can maybe use in their content. But I think that the authenticity thing, it's strange, right? Like we're probably the first generation that before we were teenagers, we had social media. I think I had MySpace when I was like 11 or 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird to find your identity while you're also displaying it on the internet. And so I think that is a challenge that like is unique to, generation, like starting it from the mid 90s to like kids now. It's like,
that's me, bro.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of challenge in that to where it's like, I kind of wish I wouldn't have had any social media till I was like 20.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wish I didn't have social media now.
Yeah. Facts.
It's my job. Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because it's affecting how we be.
Yeah.
That's like such bad grammar, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't just be anymore.
Right.
There's so much constant feedback. I mean, we're in circuitry overload
Facts.
all the time.
Facts. Even
And-
like experiencing some amazing, beautiful shit, you kind of think like, oh, it'd be cool if I got this on video. And it's
100%.
like, you know?
Dude, I vlogged all the time in college. I was in a relationship and she hated it. So I stopped kind of doing it. Now I'm kind of doing it again because I like doing it.
Yeah. The vlogs are dope.
Capture,
by the way.
I appreciate. I mean, yeah, I wish I could be more consistent with it. But you know, the behind the scenes stuff is fun. Just capturing what you do, because like one day you're gonna look back and be like, oh, that was so sick. Like, look what we were doing. But it's also like it's that balance of like, well, am I here though? Like, if you're constantly filming and you're constantly thinking about, but it's life's a balance. I mean, it's the most overused word ever.
Yeah.
But it's like the impossible balance of humanity, of being present yet planning for the future, of being present yet being cognizant of what's happening right. You know. Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick and then we'll get into some more technical stuff.
It's always just like, for me, it's like the whole purpose of this podcast for me specifically is like just because I remember what it was when I first started making music, bro. And it was just like, I need to know something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people that are just in it, talking about it, bringing people on about what you need to do to actually start to grow. That's the whole purpose of this.
Yeah, no,
in my opinion.
I love it. I think it's, dude, I think it's great. I mean, I love just hear myself talk, my fucking ego. But I think that's, and we were kind of getting at it, but like that's like something. Knowing something is knowing that you know nothing.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
You good on coffee? Everybody good on drinks?
I might do a little refill on coffee, dude. I'm
Still waking
I'm
up.
gonna be jittered out, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm excited for this next part. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Me too. And yeah. Let's see how it goes. I think I've got good questions for it, but we'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can give good technical answers.
If we need to pass on anything, don't worry about it. We can
Cut.
we cut shit out. Yeah. That was one of my reminders to artists about content, was like, you can always delete it.
Oh, dude. Could you, I mean, shit. I was just doing it. I'm behind on the editing process for this, but I was just doing a shoot the other day, and I was in an interview, like it was a talking head piece, and it was an interview, 2-camera setup interview. And I'm like, you know, like we could be here for the next 3 hours. Like you can do this 100 times over again. Like there's literally no reason to be nervous, because I wouldn't leave here until I know I have what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also I'm editing it. You think I'm gonna make you look bad? Like,
Right.
I know I'm gonna make you look good. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I wouldn't just bullshit you. Like I'm not going through. I wouldn't take a gig just to take a gig. Like if I take a gig just and I don't care about it, then I'm on the wrong path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, Blaine, I'm sorry, bro. I just want to ask this before you get into the technical stuff.
Yes, sir.
Was there anything that you took away from the TV show to like working and shooting for artists? Is there any like thing you took from it, saying maybe like how you were on camera specifically, or anything you took?
Dude, I felt just like the experience as a whole, like the on-brand experience. I don't know. I think like, so I went out and did so for context, I did this show with Jimmy Fallon. It's on brand. It was on NBC. It was a great, it was actually it was while we were building out the studio. I tried not to do the show twice, basically. I texted whoever was contacting me, and I was like, it's not a good time. We're building this out, whatever. And they're like, no, you can work on set, all this stuff. I like barely slept for 3 weeks. Like I slept like on average, like 3.5 to 5 hours a night for 3 weeks.
Wow.
And I landed back in Nashville. I'm like going out of order. I promise I'll circle back to it. When I landed back in Nashville after that show, dude, I started bawling, crying. Like I was like, I didn't even know why. Like I landed.
You were just so sleep deprived?
Dude, just bawl, like so.
Wow.
Like
Your nervous system was probably just going bonkers.
The person next to me was probably like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" Like we literally landed. He probably like maybe thought I was scared of flying or something. And I was just like crying. Yeah, it was a crazy experience just for like the time like that it took place.
Yeah.
But the number, like being on camera, I feel like the thing I learned from it's not even the being on camera aspect, but it's actually just like talking to the CMOs and the COOs and like the executives that were coming in for these brands.
Yeah.
And you're pitching them and you're realizing like, oh, like, okay, I work for like smaller, like kind of homegrown brands, right? You know what I mean? Like not,
Yep.
I don't work for Dunkin' on a regular basis,
Yeah.
but like, hey, Scotty, like give me a text. Like,
Yeah. Shout out Scotty.
yeah, but but like you realize that there's not the separation is. I mean, it's just the only difference is who's in the room, like how you get in the room.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like what we're doing for smaller brands is the same fucking shit.
the same shit.
Right.
It's the same shit. And this whole like fake it till you make it. It's like nah. Just do you feel like do you feel like you can do that? Do you feel like you could run 360 marketing campaigns for companies? Okay, you do. You believe in your vision. You believe in what you can create. You believe in being able to hear and communicate a story. Great. You can do it for any brand.
Yeah.
You can do it for a Dunkin'. You can do it for a Southwest. You can do it for a Marshalls. You can do it for these huge brands that have been like brands like since we've been born. And you can do it for a mom and pop electrolyte company that's like local to the area.
Because the process is pretty much the same.
It's the exact same. And actually, it's the exact same. And it's even almost, I don't want to say easier, but like these bigger brands, I mean, their brand briefs are pages. You know, you have to fit into their branding. Like that's the fun part about working with smaller companies is like there is no playbook.
Yeah, you're developing it.
You're creating the playbook.
Which is almost like I see now why you're saying the other stuff is maybe easier because you have more guidelines to create within.
Yeah.
Whereas like with the other stuff, you're having to generate those ideas.
Yeah, you hear a lot of, I mean, in those bigger brands, you hear a lot of no's.
Yeah.
Like you have these, it's an amazing creative idea. It's like, they're like, well, can we change this word though? And you're like, that word? That's what you, like, really? Like
Yeah.
that's, easier just to the extent that like you can't go too far outside of the 70-year
box,
vision
yeah.
that they've created, But yeah, I feel like what I learned is like, first of all, the reps. So we talked about being in front of a camera.
How
right?
many takes is that? Like
Oh,
per
it's
thing?
like that's
Is it a bunch of?
No, it's like like the pitches. They were like you get one take. That's
Wow.
it. Yeah, they were. That was like legit. It was like clear. Like Bianca, who for context, I ended up going against Bianca in the finale. She was great. She's an animal. She actually broke down on like the last pitch, like just blanked. And
Wow.
then like in the finale, like they went to commercial and they made it this like whole big deal.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was kind of a big deal. I was like, oh shit, she fucked up. Like,
That's
kind of
cool
thing.
shit.
But
That's
yeah, no,
nuts.
it was one take. Like you didn't get retakes. Like you fucked up. Like they cut out some fuck ups. You know, like they get that again. That's the
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's
the production.
Yeah.
You know, you get to choose what you
Yeah.
want to keep and what you don't want to
Right.
keep. But yeah, you got one take on the pitch. You had 3 minutes to pitch executives. Like that shit was real. It was like Shark Tank. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But like I feel like less staged in Shark Tank. Like that feels very rehearsed on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of this shit. Like these pitches were like.
Well, those people get to like shape their pitches for however long they've built the company or whatever. Where
Right.
like with these, y'all just had to like.
Oh, dude, it was like come up with one.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah,
That's wild.
Yeah, damn, I got more stories, but I don't want to.
That's cool.
No,
Sure.
that's
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear more, but I do want to get into some
Yeah,
of
let's
these
do it.
technical things.
Let's do it.
I know I have questions for my own like creations. I know Max has some, and I like just overall we want to be able to give some takeaways other than like our theories and our thoughts. Some takeaways for artists as they're making more content and how to make it better overall.
Yeah.
So like during this segment, we'll be talking to artists who are just starting out to artists who are at whatever level. So feel free to say, don't feel like any answer is too little or too much.
Okay.
And don't feel like you have to give away all your sauce. But
I'll
so
give away.
Nah,
all the
give
sauce
it-
I
give
got.
it away.
I got. Yeah.
so I want to talk a little bit about pre-production and like if you have input on how artists can go about pre-production in a way that is efficient. Not so that they overthink it, but so that it helps them execute when it's day of time to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, for me, pre-production, like when you're thinking about a song or you're listening, like I just sat down with an artist literally yesterday and we did one listen to the song. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm thinking for, like, one listen. It's like, this is what I got from it. This is how I would shoot a music video. There's these 3 locations. There's, I did a timeline. I was like, we want to start in this. Then we want to take it back to the beginning of the timeline. And like one listen, and we did this entire thing. And then I was like, but if we're going to like maximize this, we should have like 6 to 12 social ideas that we're filming separate from the music video that is still in the same set, still the same locations. And you just write down the initial feeling in that. And then do not take away, only add to it. Like if you're going to do anything, add to it, but don't take it away. Shoot it. If you hate it after you shoot it, then just don't post it. Yeah. But if you had that initial idea, then write it down, bullet it. I'm just a big bullet person, like list guy. Yeah. And like you have these like still frames, like 7-second still frames, like that are almost like what is going on here kind of thing. I feel like those are big now, and those are like if you get a good frame and you have a concept and it's a song you're promoting, it's like you can do that a million times. Like it's like 7-second kind of like just intrigue, like you not even singing to camera, but like just in and out.
I don't think I'm quite following.
So like, an example for this is like she's for this music video, it's like a breakup kind of thing, or like like the relationship doesn't work out. So then she's like on the street after or whatever. And I was like, okay, like great. We should just, for socials, this might not even be in the music video, get a frame of an alleyway and you're literally walking into the light.
Okay.
And then it cuts. That's it.
Yeah. It's just,
and like you don't need to I'm like, I have an idea for that picture in my mind. So pre-production, I just jot it down. Yeah. And then it's like, only add to it. Don't take away. Shoot it no matter what. Yeah. And let's see what happens after the fact.
Cool. Are you thinking? So right now, I'm trying to figure out this whole visual hook thing. Yeah. Are you thinking about when you sit down with an artist? Are you thinking about a visual hook, or are you not even going there yet?
I don't think about that at all. I let the artist kind of do that. Okay. Like, I will do. I feel like I turn around the content, and if they want to do something with a visual hook, like I'm all for it. Like you do whatever is going to like serve the purpose of your content the best. I won't get mad at you for putting a visual hook at the beginning of a piece that I made. Like if it's going to perform better for you, that's great.
You're just trying to get the best shot possible.
Yeah. For me, it's and that's like the advantage for my position is like I get to focus more on the artistry. Yeah. And then I'm not necessarily, unless you're hiring me to run your socials, which like nobody does right now for as far as artists go. I don't have to worry about that as much. Yeah. Like, I just want to make something that artist is like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Yeah. And I'm like, good. You feel that way? Me too. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Are you just, so when you're about to work with an artist, you're basically just sitting down and listening to the song, writing ideas. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Tapping into the feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Like, and I always try and respect, because I don't know what they were feeling when they wrote that song. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like my own interpretation of the song. Like, this is what I felt when I heard that song. Yeah. I'm like, is this off base for what you were feeling, or how do you feel about that vision? It's like it's a collaborative conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to say something about that though, is because like, especially when I was like a solo artist, I'd have these visions for my visuals, and then like I'd work with a videographer, and they'd tell me their visions, and at first I'd be like, no, I got to stick to my vision. But every time that I tried those ideas out, maybe not every time, but most of the time that I like incorporated their vision too, it made the whole visual doper. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's like not easy to do.
Yeah.
To accept.
Letting go a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes that's hard when it's like, your song is like a part of you. So it's like,
fuck yeah. Yeah. And you're attached. It's your baby.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like going into the editing room and like you have to, like, well, it needs to be 40 seconds. I'm like, oh, but like this minute 20 cut. So
right. And
you're like, okay, I have to, literally in that editing room, they call it killing your babies. Because you're like, you're cutting shit that you're like.
That you love, yeah.
This is like storytelling. Like,
I fucking hate that shit, dude, man.
Yeah.
I hate it because like if I want to post a short, it can't be over a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
Or else it's a full video.
That's
what are we doing?
I mean.
I hate that.
Dude, Jay Griff's thing, like artistry over virality. Yeah. Like, I think it's all going to come back. Like right now, it's hook focused, viral focused. AI's popping. It's coming in, and like it will come back.
It's going to be like
I hope so.
Because it's like people are going to get tired of being on that drug.
Yeah.
Of like the hook, boom, boom, boom.
It's just
I don't want to eat candy anymore.
Yeah. Too much sugar.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
It's
Yeah.
just all about reach right now though. Like how many people can you reach?
Yeah, but like
And like
as people
the
start
algorithms
as people
fucking-
start to settle and figure out what they care about, then it's going to come back to like deepness of connection and relatability and that kind of shit.
do you think it can
But
with how the
we get-
algorithm is set up?
It can because of how human like values are set up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still like that right now. We're just allowing ourselves to be convinced.
Yeah.
That it's about streams and reach and like, yeah. I mean, let's not be confused. Like attention and eyes are value. Like that.
Yeah.
That is money.
Yeah.
I think it's the most powerful energy in the world, actually.
For
attention.
sure. Attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. But surface level attention and like entrenched attention, like deep connection
Yeah.
and attention. Those are very different things.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit, dude. I work for a company. He's like one of my best friends, and he owns a performance wax company. I might have told you about this already, but he does 40 million views on his Instagram account a month.
That's a lot.
And they're ASMR videos though.
That's hilarious. I did the whisper.
We love ASMR on this podcast.
Yeah.
We got to do a whole.
You guys got to check him out.
episode.
You stoked. Great ASMR.
What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Hogan.
Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan Peters.
Hogan, no Hulk.
He's got a great whack. If you surf, play hockey, even baseball now. He's got bat wax. He's got everything.
Heck
But
yeah.
Dope.
and he's got a great streetwear kind of collection. But 40 million views for ASMR. So it's like how are you connecting the surface level of attention to like what's deeper entrenched in your branding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we talked a little bit about pre-production. I don't have many questions about like day of, like filming and stuff. Maybe we should get into that. Actually, I do a little bit. I noticed like when we filmed our one take, you said you were filming in, I think 60 because of like issues with the speaker kind of like stuttering.
Yeah.
Because then you could edit it in 24, I believe, or 23.98.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't cause that issue. So I'm just curious to pick your brain or get some of your thoughts around like filming and editing it, the different like, frames per second and like how can an artist use that to their advantage?
Sure,
And what
yeah.
should they be filming in?
I mean, most of the stuff that you put on socials, you're going to want to be like 30 frames a second. I'm pretty sure that's what is peaked on like Instagram, TikTok. You want it in 30 FPS, which I never shoot in 30 FPS, but you can export your projects in 30 FPS.
What are you shooting?
It depends. I mean, ideally you want to shoot like the most, like what we see is like 24.
Yeah.
Is like that's the closest thing. So if you can shoot in 24 frames per second, perfect. But if you're gonna have issue, like you're doing a one take, like for that, I filmed it in 60 because it was like I can slow down or speed it up if there's like little breaks in the
Like
audio
when we bumped into each
and
other.
rematch.
Yeah.
But if I filmed it in 24, then I can't.
That's
really-
what you get.
I can't. Yeah, it's like you can't alter that much. You can speed it up.
So how do I manipulate, if I shoot in 60, how do I manipulate it if I need to speed it up or slow it down?
60 frames per second if you're editing on like a 24 timeline, like a 24 FPS timeline, you can slow it down to like 40% and not lose any quality.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, and that's, if you're shooting 120, you can slow it down to 20%. It's like, so if you're shooting 60 FPS, I mean, you can see it like mathematically now. If you're shooting 60 FPS and you're editing on a 30 frames per second timeline, you can slow it down to 50% without losing anything.
And now when you're saying you can slow it down, is that like, let's say I edit in CapCut, just something simple.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can click that video file and press the little like time thing and pull it back down to 50%,
Yeah,
20, whatever the percentage is?
Yeah, and it won't lose, like, it won't look like it's jumping kind of thing. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, like, you can put it in slow motion, essentially. Which, like, for artists, that's not super, unless you're using B-roll or you're worried about matching up audio. Like, that's not a super essential thing to worry about. But, if you want a little bit of wiggle room, like I'll if I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like last night I shot Max Boyle's show, and I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go, so I'm just gonna shoot 60 because if I need to slow things down, cut B-roll, whatever, do this, like I have the option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess actually we could go into this and then we'll get into the like editing process. But some tips for like an artist who's out there, doesn't have a team and is filming themselves. what can they like learn? And I know this is a lot of questions. Probably, you could probably fucking write an essay on this. But, if they're filming themselves, what should they focus on when it comes to lighting, framing, like any of the composition aspect? Or let's say they're filming themselves or they have a friend helping them, but they don't have much knowledge on filming. What can they do to kind of make their content better, make it look,
Yeah. I mean, like a simple thing for lighting is you want natural light at like a 45-degree angle. So like if you got a window, I wouldn't film like straight up on the window. I would like put it on that 45-degree angle. So it's like that's good natural lighting. It'll create some depth, some contrast a little bit, not just like light front in the face and like whatever. So that's an easy thing with lighting if you have the option, with framing, I mean, dude, I'm not gonna, I didn't go to school for this, either. And like my thing was always like just taste. Like, does this look good to you? Would you watch this? That's the easiest answer for that. Is like, is this intriguing to you? Like, be honest with yourself. Would you stop on this? I don't know.
Sometimes that's challenging though when you're working with yourself and you're just trying to figure it out and you're like, it's cool enough. Like I'm gonna just try it. But
well, dude, I'm still learning that too. Is like I for a lot of things I'm super run and gun, pretty impatient. Just shoot it. I'll make it look cool,
So a lot of it just comes down to taste.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like you have to be more patient to find
what it is,
that frame that looks good. And Pat's Pat's a video producer that I work with, and he's great with that. I mean, he's a great like cinematographer in that sense. Like finds good framing. I rely a lot on camera movement, which is like what a lot of people. I mean, it's not something to brag about. It's like probably a lot of people will be like, that's what a bitch. Like he moves his camera a lot.
Let me ask you this: 1 out of 10, 10 being most important. How important is lighting?
Yeah, it's like a 9. Like I mean, lighting is like everything.
And
like
how do you think I could like better my lighting skills?
Well, and I think one thing I want to say is like. We definitely need to cover that. But one thing I want to say is like throughout my life, I've always thought I needed a better camera and a better camera and a better camera. Now I will say the FX30 is fucking beautiful. What it puts out. But it's like, with the right lighting, like your iPhone footage is going to look incredible.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, lighting is way more important than it. You could be on an iPhone 8. If you have a sick lighting setup, like it's going to look good. So, I mean, lighting is super important, but I mean, that's easier said than done. I mean, that's why, like, when you're shooting a feature film, like, that's why it takes a whole day to get through one scene because, lighting changes and sound. And I mean, next to lighting is like sound. If you're not, just, lip syncing to your song, whatever that came out, like, sound is super important. That's not something I pay a ton of attention to because I'm like focused on the overall storytelling. Right. And, so it's like I have to check myself there too. But lighting's like, it's like a 9. I learned that too being in the studio. Like, how do you better your lighting skills? It's like just doing it. That's like such a weird thing to say, but I mean,
no, it's true though.
But I didn't know what a key and a fill and a hair light and like. Then we built the studio.
Those the vocab words for the week, guys.
Yeah,
key, what the fuck did you just say, bro?
And it's like that's what's crazy is like I would have said this, like I would have said the same thing, but like a key is like basically your main light, and like you normally want it at like 45 degrees right there, and then your fill is basically your other 45 degrees, but it's on a lesser intensity, so it's like you have some contrast. So if I'm being lit from this side with my key, it's a little bit dark on this side of my face, right? Because I'm being lit from this side.
Yeah.
So you have a fill to fill in a little bit of the darkness on this side of the face, but you still want texture and contrast. So it's like, say, if that's at 70%, then this is at 30%, and you're just filling in a little bit of the dark part on here. And then your hair light is actually coming from behind you, and it's like almost hitting the back of your head to give you like a little bit of an outer glow to separate you from your background.
That's giving that aura.
Giving that aura. Yeah.
So that's what, like, if I was filming like a YouTube video or something.
Yeah.
Like that's a great lighting setup.
That's
probably how we should be filming our podcast.
That'd be
we're still figuring it out.
We're doing our best.
I know this is great. I mean, that'd be an unreal lighting setup for. I mean, if you want intensity, you can just go for a straight overhead. It's going to be very sharp. Like you're going to have your jawline and everything's going to be defined, and like you can go straight over the top. And it's like an intense contrasty look. So like you're going to learn different lighting setups that are good kind of evoke different emotions, you know,
Yeah.
bring out different things. But it's just playing with it though too.
Yeah. Kind of want to get into like an editing process. And I know that could be like, it changes from project to project, but let's kind of focus on an artist, again, like filming themselves or working with their friends filming. What's a good process they can have from like having their footage, you know, they've already filmed, from having their footage to like everything from getting it in to color grading to cutting the clips to file management. And obviously that's fucking vast process, but I'm just curious, like what your bullet points would be with that.
My bullet points for color grading. Sorry, I'm not a great colorist. Color grading is, I mean, that's, people get paid a lot of money just to do color.
Yeah. It's a science.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Actually, Via Will's guy, Matt, he's a great colorist. Pat's a great colorist. They edit in DaVinci, so that helps too. But I try to get it as close to this is what it shows up in life as possible. I wouldn't say I spend a ton of my time in coloring. But, and that's why, and then like, that's like also, you know, that's up to you. It's some people, that's really important for the visuals. It's like, they want to spend a lot of time on coloring. Make sure that the visual looks, you know, incredible. And they might film in log, so they have a lot of pull over the coloring. Some people, maybe it's quantity and it's output, and they're honestly just going for a more contrasty look. They don't need that much pull. They just pull the shadows down and boost the contrast, and like they don't need to film in log. And so like you're gonna shorten the process by not doing that. So like everything I film now is in log, but if you want to save time, don't film in log. Just film in normal Rec 709, like we're filming on iPhones right now, or like that was the color profile there. Normal Rec 709, and there's nothing bad about that.
With like the normal color profile, is it still beneficial like to use LUTs? Like if you find a LUTs that you fit, like does that still work efficiently on regular color profile? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I pretty much, I would encourage like what I've done recently is like just not using LUTs at 100%. Like just really like their accents.
Yeah.
You know, so like put on a LUT and pull it down to 17%. Like see what it looks like. Like you're just trying to, it's still real. You want it to feel real.
You're right.
You know?
You just want to give it a little bit of taste, but you don't want to go crazy with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like a musician staying in pocket rather than just like going nuts on the song and like taking over.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't need that much attention, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then the editing process, I usually like, if you bulk film, like for me, it's like important to like edit it all at once. Like, it's really hard to, I bulk film, I go into a project, I cut 2 videos, close the project file.
Tomorrow, go back.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're in that headspace, like just stay there. Like that's bulk filming, bulk editing. It's like, do it all at once. It's really hard. At least
it's a lot of legwork. It's a lot of legwork, but it's like fucking do it. It's good for you.
For sure. Yeah, it's a good commitment to make. And then you're like, oh, I'm sitting for it. It's like, that I put in time, but now I got 12 pieces of content. It's ready to go.
Let me ask you this too, is like, this is a very beginner question, but if I have a log shot, do I have to transfer the log shot out of the Sony to Rec 709 and then edit from there? Like, do I have to put the LUT on the log footage and then edit from that? Or can I just directly put my LUT on, like my creative LUT?
I would do the conversion to Rec 709, and then what do you edit on?
Right now, I'm like in between CapCut and DaVinci.
Okay. Yeah. I would do, at least how I do it is Rec 709, and then I make sure that's like your baseline, and then you're going to make color adjustments. But for me, I work in Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
And I want my adjustments to be before I apply the Rec 709. So like I will stack them that's applying first, because they don't affect the clip. You don't have the pull if you apply them after.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
It's kind of like when you apply the Rec 709, it's kind of like the master. The mastering of the song.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. That kind of breaks it down for me.
Yeah, I need to know.
Just one more technical question that I have And I'm just curious, like any cool transition, edits, effects, like that you think artists should try out and just kind of learn.
Oh man, I started with playing around with masking. I love like masks through sunglasses, through signs. I mean, I was filming a lot downtown when I moved here. Like I filmed a lot of like bars and whatnot downtown, and I did a lot of masking. Whip transitions, you know.
Whip transitions?
Yeah, just like it's in camera. You know, you end a shot and you're whipping out with your camera,
and then the next scene you start it that way. Okay.
Yeah, and that's just. I mean, that's like super easy. You just got to know. Oh, I whipped out of this. I got to whip out of this. You know. I mean, little stuff like that. Like sometimes if I'm going, say I'm like filming above this table, and then I come like I'm ending like going down below the table, and you can mask like this, so it's like almost like you're entering another room. Like that's a ceiling.
That shit is so dope.
Yeah. Like that's not that hard to do. Like once you understand it, really.
Okay, I need to start on that because I be looking at that shit like, yo, that's crazy,
dude. If we did like a 20-minute workflow like on that, like you would be like, oh shit,
fire,
so easy.
I'm about to go be an intern at WinningHouse.
Yeah, for real, me too.
Hey, man, come through anytime.
This is another one I want to know about. So I kind of understand the bad way to do it, but with multiple of the same person in the one shot, how do I get it so? And maybe I want to put text behind myself or something.
Yeah.
How do I get it so like the text doesn't go over my arm for a second? Like how do I get it so clean? Like some of the I think you did some of these videos that I'm seeing, but like some of the cutouts when I say remove background, some of them are just so clean, and mine don't get that clean.
Yeah, well, I mean that can be the software that you're on for sure. I mean, you have like rotoscoping like on CapCut though.
What is it?
It's like when you select, and it's like now it's all AI though. You used to do this shit manually, dude. You used to have to like go in. Like,
I'm not doing it manually. No way. My hand's too shaky.
Not me anymore. Now there's magnetic masking on Final Cut, which is pretty good, and it's like continuously getting updated. But like when I started doing masking, it'd be like if someone was moving through frame, I would literally I would do points around this person, in every frame I would adjust all of those bullet points, and like that'd be how I masked. And now there's magnetic masking where you just literally click, I think this is the person I want, and it will just track.
Yeah,
it'll like you can analyze them through a clip or something like that.
Do you think it's worth investing in like a Final Cut rather than CapCut, or like a Premiere Pro, or do you think it's worth it?
I haven't been on like the CapCut program. I'm like a huge dude. I mean. Probably any video editor watching this is like, this guy's on Final Cut. Like what a bitch. Like again.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah. I mean, Final Cut's not like, it's like,
I feel like everybody uses Premiere or DaVinci.
Yeah, Premiere.
Or like that's
Premiere.
What industry standard.
Shout out John Kilmer. He's on Final Cut Pro still.
Shout out Kilmer, man.
Yeah. But we're Final Cut bros. But that's kind of like a more like user-friendly interface, I feel like, with Final Cut. But is it worth investing in it? Yeah, I think so. Final Cut's like a one-time purchase, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
Which is like...
And it's not too much. I think it's like $300, $200.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Fuck, you get a new Mac, I think you can get it just with the Mac or something like that.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, shit.
And they continuously you just have to update it. Like, they have updates. But it's... I always will say it's like coding. It's like, it's not the language. It's like, it's the person. It's like, if you're a master of that software or it doesn't matter.
It's like, we talk about that with plugins a lot. Like master the free plugins you have before you start spending bread on
I do feel like if you're just starting out and everything, like CapCut Pro is a great resource to use because you can line it up with your computer and your phone. I mean, you can do that with other ones too, but CapCut is just like super intuitive, and like even doing those cutouts, it's like I've made videos in like 10, 15 minutes that apply those cutouts, and it looks cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does have its glitches, it crashes sometimes. That shit'll piss me off. But but
Blaine gets pissed.
Dude,
about
our first podcast episode, for some reason, it made like after we printed it made like 100 tracks of it. So it ended up making it like a 60 gigabyte file. It was just nuts, bro. My computer would just crash. Didn't make any
sense.
Anyway, we're going to get into...
Nobody's got room for a 60 gig export.
Right?
That's crazy.
Right? Don't get me started on it. Give me PTSD. But I wanted to kind of talk about... You brought a lot of things in... Like, you brought a lot of your... Yeah, we'll wait till after that. We got to get it. The whole time...
It just sinks a lot. I'm not tightening it enough.
Put that grip on it.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause.
All right. Solid. Oh yeah.
So, in any creative field, like it's important to have a vision and be able to bring that to life. When it comes to videography, that's a very like literal and practical like way of bringing visions to life. And I think that like in any artistry, it's important to be able to do so. And just kind of want to talk about what you found.
Good.
Oh, you're good. What you like, what kind of mindset do you have to do that, to bring those visions to life? And what kind of process do you go through? And we kind of touched on that before, but
Yeah. I just love storytelling. So that's why it's like, I think sometimes like harder, even, you know, questions about like, what's the trajectory of your company, or like, and we have these internal conversations of like, well, what's the long-term goal? Like, are we working for companies? Are we working for artists? Like, what do we want to do? And it's like, well, and it's like, even with the studio, it's like, well, what's next? What's the plan? What's the goal? What's the it's like, well, this is the dream. I'm doing it. You know? And it's and meaning like, if you're a business, if you're an artist, which Tim's belief is like artists are business.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
So it's like, but it doesn't matter. You're just a person. Like everybody has a story to tell. That's a consistent theme.
yeah, that's
across-
the core of humanity.
Yeah. Anything.
Since the beginning.
Exactly. And I think it's like that's what you enjoy doing. It's the mindset of like, no project's the same, no story's the same. There's a different way to tell everything.
Yeah.
You know? And how are you going to do it in a way that's authentic to that story, but also people find interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more so, like, can you fall in love with it? Like, I try and if I don't believe it, then it's tough for me to shoot it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I try and fall in love with every story that I hear. And like, especially with music, it's like, I want to feel what you're feeling, because I want to understand like what we're trying to get across to you.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, in creating those things for the mindset piece, it's just like openness, like, and like the ability to take things. It's honestly, it's like more like taking things in than creating. It's like, if you're open enough to take things in, like it just creates itself. That's
Yeah.
yeah, maybe a weird answer.
Yeah. No, I think I talk about it all the time. It's like half the battle is getting out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that. So when I was watching one of your vlogs, it was when y'all were building out the studio. There was a phrasing you used. I'm gonna let you finish it so I don't butcher the quote, but it's a dream so big that what was it?
I think it's like everyone else's dreams can fit inside of it.
Yeah, bro. I thought that was a beautiful way of thinking. It naturally shows community. It naturally shows compassion and passion. And I think it's a way that it allows us to just create something bigger than ourselves when we think in that way.
Yeah.
And it connects us to more and more people. And just kind of curious, like, what drove you to that, and what continues, like, what have you learned from doing that?
Like creating this space, what drove me?
What drove you to care about other people's dreams, so that, like, what drove you to have a dream that considered others' dreams and helped bring that to life?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I feel like I'm like saying the same thing Shia LaBeouf said in some interview, and he's like, I wake up and I want to provide value. Like
Yep.
I want to have, like, that's my purpose, is like providing value to people. And like, I don't know if that's my purpose. Maybe like I need to have my own psychoanalytical kind of question to like really think about all of it. But
Yeah.
like, for me, it's like, I don't know. I think I like about getting out of college, and I'm like, wouldn't it have been great if there was just some space or some guy that was just like, hey, come here and create and do
Yeah.
this. And like, let me like, let's create a safe place where like there's abundance, there's resources, there's all these things, and like learn how to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, create, mess up.
Yeah.
Make mistakes. And like, I think that beautiful things will come from that. Whether I'm creating or have any even fucking hand in them, I don't know and I don't really care. But if you create an environment, it's almost like community building, like over everything. It's
it
like,
definitely is.
you know, that one day we'll blink and we'll be gone and no one will remember us and no one will remember this conversation. We'll go, you know, we'll remember it. But, it's like, for the time being, it's like, how many lives can you touch? And, I guess that brings me purpose a little bit.
Yeah, it's legacy.
Yeah. As much as, you know, as much as it can be, at the very least, it's like, my favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. You ever seen?
I don't think I've seen it.
It's like was made in like 1942. It's got James Stewart as the lead actor. It's like it's a Christmas movie.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
he wishes he'd never been born, and then he actually gets granted that wish. He gets to see what life.
Okay, I think I have seen this. Yeah.
And I texted my team some like long gooey message on Thanksgiving. It was like kind of quoting this. Nobody answered, by the way, so that's good.
Damn, that blows, huh?
Some people liked the message. I asked my wife. I was like, "That was too much." But he gets in some trouble. His uncle, he's got some like he can't remember stuff, and he misplaces $8,000, which in 1942 that's like a shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
And
Big bag.
Yeah, he misplaces it. Anyway, he gets to the end of the movie, and it's like everybody. So he's gonna like go to prison because he misplaces his money, and everybody comes to his house and is like giving him money, and they're all helping him out. And then his brother comes back, and he's like, you know, it's my brother George, the richest man in town. And it's not about money. It's that like he impacted every single person in that community, and he was so connected, and like you saw the value that his life provided beyond financial reasons.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely not wealthy. Like, I mean, he's about to go to prison over $8,000
right.
being misplaced. And like, you know, but he's the richest man in town because he's got love. He's got family. He's got connection. He's got all these people that care about him and that he impacted. And like, that's wealth.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
Well said.
My granddad always told me, he said, people won't remember what you had or what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I try to live by that.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
Anything else, Blaine?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we could sit and talk for another hour.
Definitely.
But
Yeah, I could definitely ramble.
yeah, man.
I'm sure I already rambled way too much, but
Is there anything else that you want to share? Any kind of like piece of advice to people building a vision that's bigger than just their own, or, you know, anything you want to say?
no, man. I just the Nike slogan, just do it.
Just do it.
Just
Yeah.
fucking do
Yeah.
it. You know, and then if you do it and you miserably fail, then you got stories to tell.
Yeah, and if you do something again, you'll have a better chance at it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, all right, one more topic, and I don't know how I want to bring this up, but kind of on the same shit, but it's like, dude, you've done a lot of shit. Like, you've brought a lot of things to life, and now you have this dope-ass studio, big studio that, like, is bringing a lot more things to life. I guess you just said your piece of advice, which is just do it. But a lot of people get stuck with those ideas in their head, and we were talking about, like, you're a vessel to ideas, and those end up passing you up. So, like, is there any other advice aside from just do it that you would say to those people that have an idea that feels bigger than what they currently think they have the resources for?
I mean, maybe your environment, you know, I mean, like who you surround yourself with. I mean, it's like going back to the community thing. But if you have an idea that is like bigger than the resources that you have right now, it's like, well, there's a lot of ways, again, to provide value. This is way back to the beginning of our conversation. Like you can provide value to a videographer without necessarily paying them. And I'm not like, videographers will hate me for saying that, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can provide value just in being a fucking person, being a partner, being, you know, somebody who is bought into an idea. So if you have an idea or you want to do something that is beyond your current resources, it's like, well, who are you surrounding yourself with? And like, do they have that kind of do they have those same goals? If you surround yourself with like-minded people, it's the most cliche thing in the world, but like beautiful stuff happens. You know, you surround yourself with things that are like you're trying to avoid. Yeah. You know, like you're going to keep living that, like you're going to be dragged into, you are a product of your environment. And that's, you know, I mean, I can talk about my family a million times. Like I'm a product of the people I was raised by.
Yeah.
And it's I can't emphasize that enough. Like I'm super blessed. I'm so blessed and grateful. Like John and the connection to Tim and like
Right.
the studio build out. It's like, dude, it's you can look at. I'm fucking lucky as shit. I'm so lucky, and we're all lucky if we like allow ourselves to fall into luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're open to falling into it, but if there's something that's not right in your environment, then just change it, create the outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's super important. Just who you surround yourselves with. That's all. That's
Yeah.
all I
Yeah.
have on that.
Well said.
One more final thing. I keep going, but we said a lot of like great things. You've brought a lot of like great value in this, but one of the most brilliant things I think you said was how you think of selling.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily like, oh, this is the price tag selling, but selling the vision.
Yeah.
And little flex here. One time, Slick Rick told me, he said, most people can't see the future, so sometimes you got to show it to them.
Yeah.
And it took a while for that to really resonate with me. But that's basically what you're saying is like, when you're really trying to build a vision, is like you have to sell that vision to the people around you that you want to build it with.
Yeah.
Any final like thoughts on that?
I mean, if you believe in it that much and you can get other people to believe in it that much, the price tag doesn't matter. I don't know. You know, I'm a guy talking that has no money. So, you know, like that's, you know, but there's power in that at the same time. I think it's like being on a sports team. It's creating a common goal, and it's creating a team that believes in that goal. And if you believe in that goal and like your journey's a little bit different, let's talk about that. How can your journey still fit into like what we're all trying to do as a collective? I mean, that's like that's what I try and revisit and talk about in my company.
Yeah.
Like, is like, you know, like Patrick, he's an amazing video producer and photographer, and like sometimes it's like I feel like I don't even see him because he's like doing his own stuff. It's like, hey, is this all still fit? Is this good? Let's have a conversation. Is this still fitting good for you? Are we still on the same track with like long-term goals here? Like, and it's like having an open conversation about that. I can't even remember the beginning of like what prompted this thought.
Talking about selling, getting people to believe in it. But,
Yeah.
But then, so what I'm taking from what you're saying is getting people to believe in it is also a major part of that is believing in the people that you want to believe in the vision.
Because it doesn't exist without those people. You cannot do it alone.
Yeah.
And part of it is like helping the people that are on your team realize that like this isn't it's not the me show. It's like, if anything, it's the us show where there's no hierarchy. This is a level playing field. Like you can say anything you want to fucking say.
Yeah.
You're not going to offend me. I might fucking get pissed, just like you might get pissed if I say something to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that you don't like or whatever it is. But like, no one's a boss here. You know, it's like fucking raw jokes around. Oh, boss, like whatever. It's like I don't feel like that. At least when I go into the office.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like creatively, like I'll be checked by anybody. You know?
Yep.
And I think that's super important. I don't think you can succeed in today's world on an ego or a fake character or, you know, whatever it is. I think like selling the idea is about selling the community, selling the vision, selling the family, selling the love. And it's not really selling at the end of the day. It's just like trying to communicate it in a way that opens people's eyes enough to take the chance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, both the guys that are now I work with full time, they moved down here with like no guarantees.
Yeah.
Like literally, I guaranteed the first kid $1,500 a month and a place to live.
Yeah.
And he moved down here, and like in 3 months he was full time.
Yeah.
Like, and then the second kid, it was that's Rod, and he was I guaranteed him $2,000 and the same kind of thing. And 4 or 5 months in, he's full time.
Yeah.
And it's like part of it's like, do you believe it? Can
Yeah.
you see it?
Do you buy into this?
Good.
Yeah.
You know, I'll pick you up at the airport. Right?
Yeah.
And then
Facts.
now we're almost,
That's awesome.
You know, 2 years in. And
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's great.
That's dope.
Yeah, I want to say this because I think one of the biggest parts of selling this, and you know some of the things you were saying say this, but like I want to say congratulations for being a testament of your vision.
Yeah.
Because to get people to believe, you have to be a testament of it. You can't be like, this is my vision and not live it.
It also takes a lot of courage too.
Yeah. But when people
props
see
to
you
you.
living your vision, whether it's, you know, you don't have money or you have a ton of money or whatever it is, but when they see that you're a product of your vision and you're a testament of that, it speaks to people. It just rings true on like an authentic frequency. So just like props to you for doing that, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's not the easiest thing always. So
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. I just I got the chills a little bit. That was cool. Yeah. It's like you stop and smell the roses sometimes. It's like, it's cool. Like everything that...
It really is cool.
Yeah, everything.
It's dope.
Like, this is fucking awesome. Like recapping everything, getting to go to work every day. Like it's awesome. You don't get to enjoy it enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody, this was Ryan Winn
Yeah.
with WinningHouse up here in Nashville.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Dude,
Had some
thanks so much for
beautiful
having me.
insights.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe in your people, sell the vision by being the vision, and
Make the fucking content.
make the content.
Yeah. Just fucking do it.
Just
Yeah.
shoot it.
Look up those vocab words.
Just shoot it. I put
Just
that on a
shoot it.
t-shirt. Just shoot it.
shoot
What's
it.
the what was that Louisiana show? Shoot 'em.
Dude, shoot him.
Shoot 'em, niggas. Shoot 'em.
Gator hunting?
All right, y'all.
Shoot 'em.
See you next time.